Well, hello, hello, and thank you guys for joining us on another episode on the Sisters Trust. So it's all about being that vegan. So I got Demetra here again. We want to kind of tell what's been going on and how we're feeling, and really try to stick to it. You remember I showed you last week. I had this calendar, and you couldn't really see it. It's the same calendar, and it's talking about kick it into gear. So that's what we did, is we kicked it into gear. So Demetra, how's everything going with you? How are you feeling?
I'm actually feeling pretty good. It's
Mm-hmm.
been 1 week and I made it through the week,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It actually was okay.
Yes. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel pretty good too. I know it seemed like the about maybe a day ago or 2 days ago, I felt
Hmm.
like my body was detoxing. And I felt that feeling before when I've done the water fast. And also,
Hmm.
I guess it's because your nutrients, your body not getting as much calories or
Hmm.
proteins in as it normally do. And
Yeah.
so in a few days, I felt hot, like I felt like this little heat going. I said, oh, so this must be working. It must be detoxing and cleansing out my body. So I felt good. So when I felt
Mm.
like that, and I felt like, okay, normally you probably say, oh, I feel sick. Let me eat something. I said, nope, I'm going to eat what I've been eating. I had me some fruit.
Hmm.
And then I just kind of appeased with how I was feeling right then. And then I felt pretty good.
Hmm.
So that was going pretty good for me.
Very good. I only got felt like hungry one time, and I think that was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I ended up getting like some hummus uh, during, right at that moment when I felt hungry. I got some hummus and some these pretzel, like flat pretzel things,
Okay.
and just ate a few of those, and that kind of satisfied me a bit, and then I actually, prepared something for dinner.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I hear you talking about the pretzel. So what type of vegan plan were you going with last week? Because I think that we're doing two different formats of vegan. It's all vegan with getting rid of all the animal meats, animal
Hmm.
products like milk, eggs, and all that. We're getting that out of
Hmm.
the system, but doing something a little bit different from your vegan. So kind of share with us what's going on with what you're doing.
Sure. I think what I noticed this week, the challenge for me was just to get rid of the meat and think of recipes and meals that I could do that did not involve meat. And I think that was just a big step right there for me.
Okay.
Just getting rid of meat, eggs, and dairy products.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I did eat a dairy product one time, and it was cottage cheese, right?
Okay.
Isn't that considered?
I don't know what it's made out of. Um,
I think
so
it. I
why did you have the cottage cheese? Was it
I
butter
bought.
and
Well, I went to the store, right, and picked up vegetables, fruit, and all of this. And so, when Dixie had, the cottage cheese with the fruit, where they have the cottage cheese separated and then the fruit on top. So I said, oh, I'll get 4 of these to, as like fill-ins, snacks, right? And then after I ate one, I said, oh, I think cottage cheese actually is a dairy product.
mm-hmm.
But but yeah, and then the other challenge I had was trying to keep up with, is it a raw day or is it a cooked day? Is it a raw day? Is it a cooked day? A couple of days it was cooked in the morning, raw for lunch, and then cooked food at dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna make this, because it's a challenge to just get rid of meat, period. I think that's the big thing when it comes to vegan, is just to kind of get the meat out of your diet,
Okay.
because that's gonna help you a lot, help with calories, help with digestion, help with losing weight and all that type of stuff. So I said, I'm not gonna stress over it too much. I got rid of the meat. I did that for the week. So I was happy just doing that. And I didn't follow so much whether I was eating hot or cold. I did, because I think I did like a combination of the two for most of the days.
Okay.
Like I was hot, or cold, hot, cold, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I got rid of the meat.
So do you? I mean, can you tell a difference in your body? Are you feeling different, or in your thinking, or do you feel like what do you feel anything changed since you got rid of the meat?
Um, I think digestion probably is the biggest thing. Just your food just so much easier to digest.
Okay,
Meat, especially beef, is so much more difficult for your body. And I think especially when, the more mature you become, that meat becomes very more difficult. It's not impossible, of course, because people eat meat all the time. So of course your body can digest the meat, but I think it overworks your body a bit.
okay,
So that in itself made me feel a whole lot better, just because my body wasn't struggling to digest beef, which that has happened before.
okay,
Um, so I felt better in that I'm not sure if I lost any weight or not. I didn't get on a scale. I probably should have. I didn't. As far as mentally, I felt a little bit more sharp. I felt a little bit more encouraged to get up and get out and walk and do some exercise because I didn't feel sluggish.
right.
I find that, especially when I eat beef,
Mhm.
it makes me feel sluggish.
Okay.
So I have more energy. I'll say that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So that's a change. That's a step.
Because I think we talked about before, whenever we make small changes, that
Yeah,
turns into something big. So if you was a
exactly.
500 calorie and then you went to, 24 the next week, and then a couple
Yeah.
weeks did 23, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
automatically see the changes, and you're gonna feel
Mm-hmm.
different. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I know, like with trying to work on medical stuff and with your health and things
Yeah.
like that, I know for me, I know that it's going to help me to be able to walk better, to get around better. I
Mm.
know I had got with my doctor to try to even get something that helps me with my appetite itself,
Mm-hmm.
because it's all like mental. And
Right.
so with doing mine, I was trying to see how I would do it. We get trying to do supplements and different things.
Mm-hmm.
I added in the fish oil. I got my thing from my doctor with your appetite, and then I got the B12, which is supposed to give you more
Oh,
energy,
yeah.
along with my regular medication. And
Okay.
so my goal, or one of the goals, is I want to be able to this week start by incorporating getting on my bike. Because I feel like, now, you know how you start something, but then you got to move to the next level.
Yeah.
I feel like if I do the same thing that I did this week, then I'm just, it's no proof, but I just feel like I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do something, add something to what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I just
Mm-hmm.
want to say, first of all, I lost 14 pounds.
I know. I saw that. Yeah. I was like, go, Angie. Oh
Yes.
my God.
I was just thinking about, oh, what all the possibilities that's gonna happen if I could just keep that up. But that's why
Right.
I don't think, I would love to lose 14 pounds next week, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. It could be. So I'm gonna add the exercise to it, add a little strength of what
There
I
you
can do
go.
to add to it. So I
Yeah.
did. I stuck to the Monday. What was it? Monday, Wednesday,
Mhm.
Friday,
Mhm.
Sunday. Um,
Okay.
that was the cook days. And then
Okay.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays was more the raw and all that.
Okay.
So even today, well,
Mhm.
last night I cooked the lentil beans for today. And I got up kind of hungry, so I got like a little bowl, because first of all, I made 3 servings. I
Mhm.
divided up all my lentils. I think I sent you a picture on this, and you see it on my counter.
Yes.
I counted it out and I put them in containers. And so
Mhm.
I made each container to equal to 3 servings.
Uh-huh.
The bag said it was 12 servings in it.
Okay.
So, and
Mhm.
each serving is actually 100 calories, right?
Mhm. Okay. Very good.
Carbs. So I don't want to start eating a lot of beans myself, because I
Mhm.
know it has all those carbs in it. The same as me
Right.
eating candy, right? Which I like better than the beans.
Mhm.
The same carbs. So I want to be like, really, notice what it is I'm putting in. I want to do all this hard work and then, eating something extra different, but
Mhm.
get the same results.
Right.
I put myself in a container. I cooked the beans last night, and so I felt kind of hungry when I got up this morning, or
Mhm.
maybe I don't know if it was the same part of my detoxing. I just felt like I needed to put something in. So
Mhm.
I started off with the beans instead of my shakes, because I've been doing my shakes every day.
Yes, I've been doing shakes too.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
I took me some grapes in the car because I'm on my way to church, and I packed me a pear. I
Mhm.
knew I was gonna be running to another function right after that. So
Mhm.
that I don't feel like I'm hungry still, because I've been eating my fruit, which has been pretty good because I've never really been a fruit person. And so that's been
Yeah.
working out good. And they even cook these meals. I could smell it in the
Mhm.
background of the place I was at. I said, I'm not walking through that line. I don't work hard. I ain't walking. The lady came and said, hey, you want to? I said, I'm supposed to be focusing on fruit and vegetables. She was like, yeah,
Right.
that too. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Right.
My sister tried to take me out to eat. I said, I said, nope.
I didn't go out to eat at all either.
Yes. And she tried to took me out today. I said, nope, I got to be online with Demetra at
Mhm.
4 o'clock. And I got things
Right.
to do. And, I started listing off things. But, it would have took just 1 second to eat that stuff, right?
You're right.
Then you'd be like, why did I eat it? The
Mhm.
cool thing about it is, since we've been doing this journey, today is the cook day. So I
Mhm.
came home, I put me a little bit of my lentils, and then I put the rest in the freezer for another day. I
Okay.
thaw them out, right? But it's only 3 servings, so I'm really breaking into that, right?
Mhm.
And I made me some what is it, cauliflower rice with
Mhm.
mushrooms and stuff. And I kind of felt like I was just cooking for no reason, it's the truth. And so when I
Mhm.
got it on my plate, took the picture and all that, and
Mhm.
yeah, as I got to halfway, I
Mhm.
decided to put the rest of that up, because I felt like, you know,
Hmm.
I didn't really need the bite over, right? I
Okay.
mess about the bite over, right?
Right.
So knowing when to stop, like even though the food was there, even though it was nutritious, even
Mhm.
though it was something that was going to help my body if it went inside my body, knowing
Mhm.
that my mind said, hey, you don't even need to eat that right now. So
Mhm.
I was like, well, I can don't eat that and I can have some fruit, right? But
Exactly.
putting everything up, I
Mhm.
said, I see no fruit right now. If I decide later tonight I want to eat that fruit that I would have been just eating, just be eating,
Right.
I have it as my snack. So I did, like we was talking about, I went and I froze the grapes
Mhm.
that's in there. And also this time I bought some cherries. And so
Okay.
I kind of felt like my body felt like overfull. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take something and cleanse my system out. That's
Mhm.
what I did. I took something. I'm see what happened with that. See if I feel, right now I feel like even though it was just those things, I think
Mhm.
because I had been doing so much of what we've been doing all week, when I did
Mhm.
a little bit more, it just felt
Mhm.
like I just felt like it wasn't supposed to be there.
That's
Like
excellent. And you stopped.
yeah,
Stop eating
that was
that.
the big thing. Is like I stopped. That
That's
was,
good.
and I didn't eat with all those people and all that food, even though they would give to me all for free. I'm like, nope, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's easy to go out and be tempted.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
know. So what kind of like what's your plan? Like what are you thinking about doing with your big? I know this will be week number 2, right? That we're going on
Yep.
after 4 weeks. So
Week number 2. I had I cooked a 15 bean soup,
okay.
right? So I ate on that this week as well, and I froze the rest of it. So, and it was really good. I put a little bit of what do you call the salt,
The sea
raw salt.
raw salt. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pink Himalayan salt, actually.
Okay. Okay.
And then, a lot of other seasonings with onions, peppers, and everything else. So I probably eat on that this week as well too. Hummus definitely became my best friend,
Oh my goodness. Okay. You're gonna sleep on that when you get there. I got
which
things.
is interesting because hummus is actually beans.
Right. Right.
So I guess I ate a lot of beans this week. I ate a lot of beans. I ate a lot of mushrooms.
Mm,
Mushrooms gave me the texture of meat
yes.
that I needed. That was good. Um, and well, yeah, going forward, I'm gonna get back to drinking. I have like a gallon water thing here, whatever.
Yes. I've been
I
feeling
need
like
to,
I need to drink water.
yeah,
Yes.
I used to empty this like when I was working out heavy, like twice, 2 of these a day. So I got to get back at least to emptying 1 a day. Um,
Okay.
get back on the water kick, get back on, at least walking 30 minutes a day and maybe something a little bit more strenuous. And then, of course, the food. I know I'm going to have to watch the carbs because I think I had grits a couple of mornings.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good though. I had it was no meat, but I had grits. But listen to the carbs though. I had the grits.
Mm-hmm.
You actually can buy vegan butter, but I had ran out of the vegan butter. But anyway,
Okay.
but Grits. I love sauteed onions, peppers, garlic, mushrooms. I put
Okay,
that over the grits,
okay.
where I normally probably would mix eggs in there.
Mhm.
Um, and what I do? Oh, a piece of toast.
Okay.
So that's like two carbs. So the carbs, the carbs, the carbs. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to. So this week I'm gonna try to focus on not so many carbs.
I didn't hear you. Did you even eat fruit this week?
Did I eat what this week?
Fruit.
Oh yes, I did. I ate grapes at night as a snack, frozen
Okay.
grapes.
Okay.
I ate apples probably every day,
Okay. Yes.
but like okay, sometimes I ate the apple plain, but then for a snack when I got hungry one night, I did apple with an apple, cut up apple with peanut butter.
Okay.
And I know the peanut butter has a little bit more. It's not that it's bad for you, but it has a little bit more calories in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to watch my carb intake and calories.
Because which direction are you going? Are you doing it? Are you so when you want to start watching your carbs and stuff? Are you trying to drop some weight a little bit, or what are you thinking?
Yeah. Yep. I definitely need to drop more weight. I need to get the weight off because I want to. At one point, I was off of all blood pressure medication, and that was because of exercise and diet. It was strictly because of that. Because they had me on two blood pressure medications, and at one point, my blood pressure was getting too low. It was consistently very low. And so I called my doctor and I said, hey, for some reason, my blood pressure keeps being extremely low. I mean, I was glad it was low, but then if it gets too low, that's not good either.
Okay.
So I said, I think because I've been eating better and I'm dropping a little bit of weight, I think that's, my blood pressure is way down because of that. So they said, okay, we'll get off of one. I actually go to the doctor, is it next week or the week after, whatever.
Mhm.
When I moved over to Fernandina and I don't have my personal trainer anymore, I put myself back on, back on one medication.
Okay.
Um, because I could kind of feel like a couple of mornings I had a headache or whatever. And I said, my blood pressure must not be doing as well as it was.
Mhm.
So I didn't want to chance it just running high until I got
Right.
back to the
Right.
doctor. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's very important too, your blood pressure, because when I went to the nurse,
yeah,
well, where the place, the other day, it,
yeah,
it's like every time I come, I thought it was a nervousness, like when I go to doctor places and my pressure automatically be high, but
right.
it does that every time I go to my doctor, my regular doctor.
Wow.
And when I was going to this place, every time I come,
Mhm.
and then I go sit and meditate, and I even call myself meditating. Like I said, okay, I need to see like I'm swimming in some cool water and just swim. Then I said, well, no, don't move your arms, just float. So I thought about that old fashioned ice tea commercial, when you float and then they hand you the ice tea at the other end.
Right.
Of course, I didn't get the iced tea, and my pressure didn't go down either. So that don't really work.
You're too funny.
So I'm supposed to go Monday to get them to check because maybe what they're giving me is not, good enough for what I need for my body. So I guess I
Okay.
checked out Monday. So it's amazing how you get put in certain places at a certain time
Yeah.
that had nothing you would have normally been, and then it gets
Yeah.
checking up other things because a lot of time I'm more surfacey, and when I say that, it means like sometimes if you were the doctor and you told me this is what it is, I'm not really going to be doing all this questioning. But what
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning is a lot of people question a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so it's making me think they like, no, if you have to fire your doctor or whatever, they be in that mode. And so, and not just going with what you feel and thinking that, okay, maybe I'm just feeling like this way for right now. And so it
Mm-hmm.
has a lot to do with your diet and what you're putting in your
It
body,
does. Yep.
all this type of stuff. When we was young, it was like you didn't worry about none of this stuff. I was watching my baby just jump up off the floor and he just take off running. Like he didn't think about how I'm a bend or do I need to grab something, which I have to do. Like if I get down there, am I gonna be able to get back up? We have other
Yeah.
things that go in our life now. And
Yeah.
so I've been feeling pretty good with doing my fruits and vegetables and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna have to watch, like when I ate those beans this morning, and then I
Mm-hmm.
ate some tonight,
Mm-hmm.
along with my rice, and I said I had to get rid of it. I think all that together was too much. And then you have to realize, even though it's a
Too
little
much food?
amount, it was too much food. I mean,
Wow.
even calories, not calories, but carb wise, you
Mm-hmm.
think now each serving is 23 carbs. And most people the ones that's dieting, they try to stay under 20 carbs. So you figure how many sets of carbs did I have? And then the other day I had that good baked potato with the hummus, which was so good. I had put black.
Oh, I saw that. That looked
That was
really
so
good.
good.
Was it?
Yes.
What
And
else did you put on it? Did you just put the hummus?
well, on that potato, I just seasoned it a little bit and I just put that hummus
The
across.
hummus. Okay.
And that's another thing I was gonna say with you and the hummus. It's like I went hummus crazy. So
I did
I
too.
bought all kind of flavors and I
Yep.
tried the little I bought the carrots. And then I was chewing it. I was like, I don't know about all this. So then I sliced it in half a little bit to make it thinner.
Right.
It's more fun eating the hummus. Like it could have become like
Yes.
really could have become like a spoon and
Right.
just eat the hummus off of the carrot. So I just
Mm-hmm.
tried to complete it. But I put it like I think what happened with the hummus is it was giving me another taste versus me just eating fruit, right? Or just eating mushroom. Because sometimes you know how you feel like you might not be hungry, but you just want to taste for something else.
Right.
So I think we're adding the hummus to what I was doing, even if it was a spoonful or whatever, it was enough just to satisfy you. And then you didn't really have to eat nothing else because it's like you got another taste. And that's what I noticed this week. So what I was going to say was, I think even though on the cook days, if I eat something like that, then I might say, okay, I did a potato that day, or then I'm going to watch it and maybe cut something off the next day, even though in reality, that's nowhere near what we normally would eat, right? We've been eating so much more food. But being where I'm trying to watch it too, I think I'm going to say, okay, if I eat, like on a cook day, if I have a potato in the morning or whenever I eat it, then I'm not gonna sit here and eat a whole bunch of carbs with that day.
Right.
It make any sense. So I'm gonna try to like balance it out. And I don't miss meat at all. I remember I was trying to be a pescatarian and that was going good with my seafood until we got a good roommate that know how to cook. And just the savage just to mess my whole plan up. We let our friends come and stay with us and he likes to cook all kind of stuff, like I'm not even a steak person, but every now and then I'll have a steak with them. That's not my thing, but it's like they get to cook it and it's like, okay, so I guess I'm not a pescatarian no more, but that's okay. I could turn it to, but it's pretty cool, doing what we're doing. And I'm going more for the cleanse, right? So I'm trying to do the fruits and vegetables. I went shopping again, the prep is important.
Right.
And this time I got tangerines. I couldn't find the apples that I wanted.
Oh,
so I got
good.
tangerines,
Yes.
and I got cherries, and the cherries are real sweet. I don't know if you ever had a cherry, but it tastes pretty.
They are very, the cherries with the seed in it?
Yes, it got a seed in it.
Yes. Yes. They're very good. They're expensive, but they're good.
Well, I noticed they sell them by the pound. So what I do, they had them little plastic bags, and I open that stuff up and I put a pound of grapes and I put a pound of cherries,
Okay.
a bag of, and so I think when I do that, it's going to help me to stay focused. One thing I can't say I'm not going to do in the future. I didn't want to start buying all this stuff and I'm fixing to start making all these 1,000 recipes, which I ain't trying to do that. I cook the days that my husband come home and I'm not trying to do all the other cooking really when I ain't got to cook. So it's got to be simple. If it's going to be, even if it's going to be a complete lifestyle change.
Right.
For me, it has to be simple. I don't want to be, in another area. I need to get to the point of the food is for me to live and not for me to, live to eat the food,
Exactly.
And so that means to me is I'm not, be trying to come up now. If I got to cook for dinner or something for special, I invite somebody over. Yeah, I try to put a meal and stuff together, but just to be doing the regular day, I want to be able to just grab or already pre-made something, heat it up real quick or just something, And so even if I was thinking, even if we made this to be a lifestyle, and even if you did want to go back to having some meat or whatever, you could do a couple days and then you know how to have a day of raw and you know how to, to blend it better,
Right. At least now, I feel like I'm learning what to cook, as far as being, or because I read that a lot of vegans, the big thing that they had was the challenges that they have is the not necessarily getting rid of the meat part, but as far as recipes, what to cook and how to season it.
Okay.
Right. So that it tastes good. Like you say, if you're going to make it a lifestyle, you're not going to continue to eat something that just doesn't taste good.
Right.
I mean, we're human. We're not going to do that.
Right.
So it's got to taste good and it has to be healthy. Right. So it seems like that's one of the challenges. And speaking of which, show you something.
Okay,
My I used to cook soul food all the time when my children were growing up. At least
okay,
that's what my children remember. You know, the collard greens and the mac and cheese and fried chicken and all of that. And
yeah,
rice, potatoes and all that. Well, my oldest son had sent me this book that vegan soul food cookbook. He sent me this probably about 3 months ago. No, probably about 4 months ago.
okay,
So it's a vegan soul food cookbook. So maybe I'll make something out of that.
okay. You have a day
Um,
where you can actually watch you make it.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. And then I also have this book that's a plant-based book.
Okay,
And I also have this Eat Vegan with Me book, right?
okay, okay.
So I'm gonna look in there because before they had kind of been sitting in the corner collecting dust,
Oh, okay.
right? So I'm gonna actually pull them out and go through them and see what looks good, and
Okay.
maybe come up with some different recipes that I'll be okay. Maybe I'll like that. That looks like it'll taste good, and try it out. So it'll be fun making new things that are vegan. So I'm actually going to focus on doing that this week instead of leaving them in the corner to collect dust. I'm
Mhm.
going to pull them out and use them.
Well, that's good because next week we're gonna be on our second week challenge. So
Yes.
we're gonna, okay. So I was telling my mom about
Mhm.
what we're doing, and so she do have our little button on, so it'll let her know when we have when our clips come up. And I was saying, we doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday gonna be our cook days. I said we discussed the last time maybe we'll switch it around, and then she was like, no, 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 no. The thing is the consistency. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? It is. I think what it is too is building that consistency.
Yeah.
So building it, and not being wishy-washy all the time, but
Mhm.
having something there in there that's consistent, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so I think what do you think about it? We just keep it like we got it going, and just kind of,
I
with
think
the
that'll work for me.
okay, because
Yeah.
I think it went by actually. If you with us sitting here right now, the time did really go by
It
pretty
did really go by kind of fast. It
fast.
really did. Because
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, tomorrow's Sunday, and that made 7 days without
yes, it was
any
7 days
week.
already. Seven
Yeah.
days already. And
Yeah. Because
go ahead.
I was gonna say I've actually said, oh, I'll do a vegetable day today, right? And I did, like a vegan day for a day or two, but I've never gone 7 straight days
Okay.
without any meat. So that one big step there, that was big for me.
Okay. And I know we're about to run out of time a little bit, but
Mhm.
I'm now what you're showing me the books. One thing I have been doing this week is I have been journaling. So
Ah,
I got the one book where I've
okay.
been writing what I've been eating every day down.
Okay,
But
very
I feel
good.
like if like I was telling you today, how I'm feeling like sluggish because I feel like I put too much food stuff in my body. And I
Yes.
think it's because I already been doing less. So today I ate more than I normally do. Plus, with me starting off with the beans, I think that was a
Okay.
big difference. So
Okay.
maybe my thing is to do the shakes or not to have all those things in one day.
Mm-hmm.
And the other book I got is the what do it say? It says life is cool and so are you.
Oh, oh,
So
cool.
in this book, it's gonna be my vegan cookbook. So when he shows the recipes, I
Oh,
was online,
okay.
and this person made like this chickpea patty. So you know how people is
Oh, yes, I
initial like you
saw
want to
that.
eat something. So it looks
Yes,
like you having some meat. So I'm gonna send you the recipe for that. And when we do,
absolutely.
we'll put it online.
Yes.
And then a young lady gave me for a gift. It says, "Wonderful women, awesome quotes from amazing women."
Mm,
This book, I'm going to see it that good, but
okay.
you're kind of reading and kind of maybe like I'm thinking I haven't wrote anything in there yet. Maybe look up the quote and then kind of end the night of how I'm feeling. I do
Mm,
something like that. So it could be a journal to be able to go back and kind
that's
of
excellent.
recollect and stuff. And I think with the food journal, I could
Hmm.
say, well, I was feeling this way today. And it
Hmm.
helped me to tweak, okay, maybe I could change that, or maybe I ate too much of this,
Hmm.
and then, then it become a part of us, you know.
Exactly.
And so I'm really excited about our journey. So,
Yes,
so
I am too.
yes,
It's
I'm
a
glad.
it's a great start. Yes, yes, we
Yes,
have to give ourselves a hand.
yay.
Yay,
One
us.
one person wrote in,
Uh-huh.
um, and let me see if I got time to read. Let me read it real quick.
Hmm.
So I remember what she said, but anyway, one person wrote in, if you go back and look, she was like, I'm glad to see you had the lentils because just eating all this stuff is no protein, you know? So she was looking through all the stuff we've been eating and
Yes.
and stuff. She was like, it ain't no protein. She was like, I'm glad to see you had some lentils in there.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's the big one, replacing the proteins, because that can make you not feel as good too. So as long as we're not eating the meat, but replace, because meat, actually the big thing about meat is the protein.
Okay.
It's calories, but it's protein. When actually our body does need proteins, but there's other things we can do.
Okay.
Like the lentils.
You know, so maybe that would be like, because I got from my mom's house, I told her she didn't need them. She had 2 of those crock pots that you could cook 3 dinners in.
Oh yeah.
So maybe sometimes I'll maybe go ahead and pre-do me some different types of beans and then freeze it. And I can, you know, pull them out when I get ready and
yes,
protein. And like I said, with me watching through my journal, I say, okay, I ate this today, then maybe I need to focus on the fruit this day, because really just doing the fruits and a little bit of vegetables, and I think the hummus saved me, you know,
yeah.
with the hummus, it gave me some, you know, I wasn't eating a lot of stuff, but it gave me the different flavors and different types, because I got black beans, I got the salsa, there's 3 peppers, and I just one that said like I guess like a sesame seed bun or some kind of thing, got a flavor for that.
Okay.
So, you know, just playing around with those taste buds make a big difference too when you
yes, it does.
So yes. I'm excited. So anyway, yes. So you have anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, only that
encourage people with, like, you know, anything you want to tell them, or
well, I guess just like anything, consistency, and we're trying to you know, change something, do something differently. And I think I said last week, it takes between 20 and 30 days, that's what the scientists say, in order to change a habit or form a new habit. So like we're on this 30-day challenge. Yes. By the time we hit that 30 days, we're actually going to have established, you know, a new, a good habit, a good eating habit, a good healthy eating habit.
Because yeah, we're actually 2 days past that, right? And so our goal is we're trying to do the 90 days. And so kind of breaking it up into 30 days.
In the 30s.
Successful. And
yes.
So I think that's working pretty good. It's something that's not straining our minds. It's not taken away from, you know, we got to have so much different type of ability or have a game plan. You know, kind of keeping it simple, but still we're meeting the goals. So I look forward to seeing what we're going to do next week. You know, we got 2 types of vegans going on. Because we wanted to get rid of all the milk products and, you know, the animal products. And with that alone, our system should be feeling better.
Yes. So, yes, very true. I look forward to sharing any new recipes that I come up with next week as well.
Yes, yes.
The one with the hummus sandwich, that's like my favorite. I love that.
Be strong, Demetra. Because see, I know sometimes I could get that greedy spirit.
Okay.
And if I start eating some bread maybe and that stuff, I'm gonna want to keep it going. Right.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So you didn't eat a lot of bread.
I didn't eat
That's good. No bread. Good for you.
I only stuck to the grapes, the bananas with, you know, I made my shakes. I put fruit in my shakes.
Okay.
I tried a little bit of the carrots. I still got the whole bag in there. And you know, and just dip in the hummus. I did one potato, and then I did the beans.
But so you literally did fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables. And that's why
very good.
14 pounds, girl. 14
right.
Pounds. Hopefully next time we get on my neck and everything will be getting skinnier.
Right.
All right. All right.
14 pounds is excellent in a week.
Yes, because you know, I think about all that work and killing myself before the cruise. The same 30 pounds, because me and Rick, we had this bet wager going on. And if I can get them 30 pounds off, he was gonna give me $150. Well, you know I was going for it, because I said that could be spending money on my cruise.
Okay.
I was getting down to the wire, and I felt like, oh my, I ain't got that much time. And I told him, let me just pay you in advance. He said, you got 2 weeks to go. And I killed myself, but I got them pounds off. He gave me money. Right. But cool, that 14 pounds that came off in this week. With eating the vegetables, where it took how long to get them 30 pounds off. So I am excited. I am excited. So that's gonna keep me motivated, because I got a long to go for what I need to be. So it's gonna keep me motivated to get it off, right? And so before we wrap this up, I want to say, if I can keep everything going like I'm supposed to for the 30 days, I'm going to be gifting myself a massage. I like
Mm-hmm.
massages, so I needed to earn it. And
I like that.
so that's gonna be my gift number one to myself. It's gonna be that massage, along with my new physique, you know.
Right, right.
So I just want
You know what I think I want to do? What
to,
I'm going to gift myself, right? My hair's been natural for years and I've gotten it blown out before, but I haven't gotten it blown out in like years and it's grown. So I may treat myself and get it blown out and just to see how much it's grown and see what it looks like.
would that be pretty cool? So one day
Yeah.
we'll see you on here with the blowed out hair.
Yeah, with the blowed out
So we
hair.
start jumping to the second month, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you guys for, having this moment with us as we do our challenge, and you guys do y'all challenge, and you write in and let us know what you're doing or what you're thinking. That's how we all grow and change together. And
Absolutely.
I'm just so excited, so excited. And so I just want to say thank you guys for joining us on A Sister's Trust. Thanks, Demetra.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.